The island is 8 square miles of volcanic rock.
Every inch of it is covered by pre-aimed machine guns, mortars, and artillery.
21,000 Japanese soldiers are hidden underground in 18 kilometers of tunnels.
And the Marines have to take it.
After 36 days of the most intense fighting in Marine Corps history, Iwo Jima was captured. This is Battle of Iwo Jima. February-March 1945. Iwo Jima, Pacific Ocean. A battle is about to begin that will change the course of the war. On one side, United States Marines, commanded by General Holland Smith. Against them, Japan, led by General Korebayashi. Both sides know what is at stake. To understand this battle, we need context. Iwo Jima was a tiny volcanic island with 3 airstrips.
The Japanese dug 18 kilometers of tunnel and turned the island into the most heavily fortified position in the Pacific.
United States Marines had assembled a powerful force. 70,000 Marines, massive naval support. Japan was equally prepared. 21,000 Japanese defenders in fortified tunnels. The stakes could not be higher. A defeat here would be catastrophic for either side.
General Holland Smith studied the situation carefully. Every decision now could mean victory or disaster.
General Korebayashi was confident. The plan was set.
There was no turning back. The men on both sides knew that many of them would not survive what was coming.
Iwo Jima was critical.
Its airfields could provide fighter escort for B-29 bombers hitting Japan and serve as an emergency landing strip.
General Korebayashi abandoned the traditional beach defense. Instead, he built a fortress underground.
18 kilometers of tunnels connected bunkers, gun positions, and living quarters.
The Japanese could appear, fire, and disappear.
On February 19, the Marines landed on the black volcanic sand. At first, the beach was eerily quiet.
Then Korebayashi opened fire.
Machine guns, mortars, and artillery hit the beach from every direction. The Marines were trapped. The soft volcanic sand made it impossible to dig foxholes.
Tanks bogged down. Equipment sank into the ash.
On February 23, Marines raised the flag on Mount Suribachi. The photograph became the most iconic image of the war. But the fighting was far from over.
The hardest part lay ahead in the northern fortifications.
The Japanese fought from interconnected bunkers.
Marines would clear one position only to find the Japanese had returned through tunnels. Flamethrowers became the essential weapon.
Only fire could reach into the tunnels and bunkers. The battle lasted 36 days. It was supposed to take 5 days.
Korebayashi's defense was brilliant.
Of 21,000 Japanese defenders, only 216 were captured alive. The rest died fighting or committed suicide. 6,821 Marines were killed and 19,217 wounded.
More Marines were killed at Iwo Jima than in any other single battle.
By the end of the war, 2,400 B-29 bombers made emergency landings on Iwo Jima, saving an estimated 27,000 airmen.
After 36 days of the most intense fighting in Marine Corps history, Iwo Jima was captured.
6,821 Marines died taking a tiny volcanic island. The cost was enormous. United States Marines lost 6,821 killed, 19,217 wounded.
Japan suffered even more. 20,703 killed, 216 captured.
When the news reached the capitals, the world understood that the war had changed. For the soldiers who survived, this battle would haunt them for the rest of their lives. The commanders on both sides would be judged by history for their decisions here. Military historians would later analyze every move, every decision, every mistake. But for those who were there, no analysis could capture what they went through. Iwo Jima proved the cost of attacking fortified Japanese positions and influenced the decision to use atomic bombs instead of invading Japan. The lessons of this battle would influence military strategy for generations to come. Today, memorials stand where the fighting took place.
A reminder of what happened here.
Books, documentaries, and films have told this story.
But nothing compares to the reality. This was Battle of Iwo Jima. After 36 days of the most intense fighting in Marine Corps history, Iwo Jima was captured.
And the world was never the same. The events described here shaped the world we live in today. The events described here shaped the world we live in today. The events described here shaped the world we live in today. The events described here shaped the world we live in today. The events described here shaped the world we live in today. The events described here shaped the world we live in today. The events described here shaped the world we live in today. The events described here shaped the world we live in today. The events described here shaped the world we live in today. The events described here shaped the world we live in today. The events described here shaped the world we live in today.